Hey guys, what is up? And as you saw at the title, you're probably saying, what? What do you mean layoffs? What's going on? Okay, so here's the thing. Modian Studio might be letting off two of its biggest ad censors. One of them is Prentice Studios, which, by the way, I've been looking more into the subject, how he said he was a studio, but I've been looking more into the subject, and I actually found out that the way that he wants it actually done is actually called a development team. A development team, it's basically like the Sega Sonic team, the Sonic team in Sega. That's a development team. They focus on those particular projects, but they work at a studio. So, if you see his thing and you think he's a studio, he's not. He's a development team. I don't care what you say, Miguel, it's a development team. Because a studio would have the equipment, a team is basically a group of people that come in to work on multiple projects. Alright, and the other one is Profusion. Profusion owner Jaden is actually one of the founding fathers of Modian, but and he did leave before summer to launch his own studio called Profusion, but I ended up taking that over due to low in view AdSense. So, and ever since he's been generating more views. Now, why would I lay these two off? Now, if you've been paying attention to most of my Instagram, you would have heard that they've been harassing me a lot. Modium Studio is supposed to be a natural, not natural. It's supposed to be a fun place to work, not a place where you can be afraid to make a video that you want and other people criticizing it. You don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen, so I shall resolve it. However, I'm not gonna lay these people off. This is kind of a warning, like saying keep pushing my buttons and I will lay you off. Actually, I've been looking at it, and I think because of this, Prentice Ops and Profusion have both lost a lot of subscribers because of this. A large majority of them, because people have got really pissed off at what they've done. And the only reason I would actually do this, post it online, is because I want to tell them, I will not tolerate you. I will not do it. Now, if these two end up getting laid off, what will happen? Well, for Jaden, it's kind of complicated because we technically own his studio. There's really no way in giving it back. However, we can give back his channel, which is entitled Profusion. So we can technically give back the channel Profusion, and everything should continue as normal for him. As for Jaden, that's kind of complicated. As for Miguel, it's really simple. Things will just simply go back to the way they were with him. As for Jailbroken, we will see what happens. What does this also mean? It means that the people at Modian, this includes Kevin, me, and Nico, and Chris, will no longer help him out in their videos for any reason. Because if they were laid off and this happens, they're technically a threat to our company, and we do not want that to happen. So if they are a threat, our partners are not allowed to help them out. They are allowed to guest star in a couple videos, but they are not allowed to be in their videos while being in the studio. I don't want to do this, but I'm just warning you guys right now, don't press my buttons. Don't do this. I swear to God. And I almost forgot about Jaden's show Countdown. Look, if I lay Jaden off, this also affects me. It shuts down Project Asphalt Part 2. I don't want that to be laid off. I don't want that to shut down, but if I have to, I will. Miguel, he's a music producer at Modian. So, he's also a creative partner. And as you can tell, a development team. But, if he's laid off, I think Jailbroken would have to become an independent show. I don't know. And I don't really think this would have been a big deal for him because Jaden has an iPhone 5C and I got a cut right here. And Jaden can basically film Project Ask Report. Not Project. Jailbroken episode 3. I don't really have to be in it because I was just wounded in the first episode. Then I walked around. When I was wounded, they could simply just say, "Okay, I had plastic surgery. You changed my face, whatever, blah blah blah." As for Kevin, I gotta give you guys a confession, but I will only tell it if I have to lay these people off. I don't want to lay them off. So guys, if you are watching this, I am warning you. This is actually a rule in your contract. You're not supposed to harass any of the Modian Studio partners. No matter what kind of video they make, no matter what they are and what they do, you are not allowed to do something like this on this scale. I don't want to lay these people off, but if I have to, I will. The final decision on what will happen on New Year's Eve. So stay tuned to that. Alright, I'm Kevin Mason. I approve this message. Miguel, Jaden, last chance, man. This affects you and this affects me. Don't press my button.